we're nearing the end of the week on this feature film we're shooting on, and I thought I'd talk about a few sound things we've been having. And so one of the issues that's been popping up a few times is with the lights. It's normal, if it's not the camera department giving us trouble, it's the lighting department giving us trouble. So this dimmer here we found to be quite noisy. Hi there, that's Gaffer. Anyway, so this dimmer was quite noisy. It would give this really strong buzzing sound. And so what I did is I brought along sound blankets. These are just normal blankets, to be honest. And yeah, and I found as soon as even if I just threw on one, the actress who was standing next to me at the time was like, wow, that made a big difference. So even she noticed like the difference it would make. Although one blanket wasn't really enough for my taste. I threw on like 2 or 3 or something. And that would then really just means it just wasn't noticeable at all, the buzzing sound from the dimmer, because we weren't able to move the dimmer further away. So you can see like this controls that light. It just sort of dims in and out. And not sure you can pick it up on my lav mic, but it does start buzzing quite a bit when it comes up to here. And then later on, they had this scene where this guy was backlit, and they were just turning it on and off. And so I'm not sure which it's that switch, or one of these switches. And just that clicking of the switch was really noisy. And so what I did then was I just had, well, same deal, just put your hand under this while you're clicking it. And so that way we wouldn't hear the click anymore. So that's one way to get rid of that noise. Anyway, I'll take a bit of a walk through and I'll talk about, so we're shooting on a C300mk1 here, and I've got one of my UltraSync ONE boxes on it, which is, I think, my favourite timecode box, really, because you've got a little LCD display on the side, so it easily tells you what you can use. It's got Genlock, although we're not using Genlock going into it at the moment, it's got that little option. We just got the timecode, and so you can always just easily check like if the timecode on it is correct, because you've got a digital display there. And we're using one of my scratch mics. I think I did an unboxing of this one, just like a cheap Chinese one. All you need to do is just have scratch reference, and as you can see, it's pretty low, this ceiling. So yeah, earlier this week I actually even had 3 persons down apartment, and we outnumbered the camera department for once. And so it's quite nice that we had a second berm, because this kind of puts it in the way, and we can't sort of berm back and forth without this getting in the way. The ceiling's so low, especially for someone like me. I basically had Andrew, my main berm mop, his microphone here, but then I had our sound utility with the second berm mop, just having them berm just here, just in case the actors miss their mark, end up standing a bit further this side, and that's actually what happened. So obviously with this in the way, my main berm couldn't get through, but my utility caught it on the second berm, great. So that went really well. And now I will walk over and talk about maybe some other stuff over here. So this is the director's monitor we've got here. That's a SmallHD ACS7 or 702. And then we're just looping out the SDI cord for me that goes over that way, so then I can monitor it as well. Because yeah, if you remember that unboxing I did about a few weeks back about the HDMI wireless one, I do not recommend that. Terrible idea. I just haven't managed to get it working yet. So we're relying upon good solid SDI cords instead. Oh, and here is, if we back out the camera so we can see this side, well, I'll just show you. So yeah, I just had my iPad with the recorder app on it. So it's quite handy. I mean, I have it on my cart, so I've got like a bigger screen to watch what's happening. But also it allows me to like control remotely away from my recorder what's happening. So there was a moment just today for a little bit where Andrew, my berm mop, just had to pop off set for a little while. But it wasn't for like in a particularly important shot. It was almost, could have been MOS, but I still, I wanted to be there to be able to berm, just in case anything happens, and we were sort of ready to go. And so yeah, I just picked up my wireless berm that Andrew was wearing, put that on, and I was just standing here, and I could just anytime say sound speed and just sort of press it like that, and we'll start recording, and I could check that everything's going smoothly and the levels and everything. It's great. I didn't need to actually physically move my cart over. And anyway, what was I going to say next? Oh, yeah, as I was saying, this place is really low. I'm hitting my head at least like every other hour. There are times I feel like I'm too short, but then other days when I feel like I'm a little bit too tall. And so yeah, this is my monitor that I'm watching it on, although it's just blue screen at the moment because the camera's switched off. And yeah, so because we're shooting in a basement underneath a house upstairs where the rest of the cast or whatever are, it's kind of noisy. If they're walking around, you hear them talking, and they don't necessarily hear us say sound speed down here. So when they know when we're turning over, I'll shout into the RT, and I've got an RT up there. And that really has helped a lot to just make sure everything is kept quiet. And yeah, this is just all my other stuff I have here. All the other sound gear lined up, ready to go to use at a moment's notice for anything else. But on that point, I shall wrap up and say goodbye.